Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Gabriel attempts a clearance, and he's straight offside. Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's played in. And he's there to deal with it. could squeeze it through. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And this is Ibrahimovic. This might spell danger. And a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Azar. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Eto'o. He'll try from distance. Lacking in accuracy.
Eto'o probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And he's intervened well there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Threads one in. Rice. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's where it came from. And here's Eto'o. It's a really well-measured ball. Now here's the delivery. Terrific effort! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. No, it's come to nothing. Azar, who is rarely short on confidence, caresses it through. Oh, that was vital.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Great ball if he can get there. Eto'o chasing after it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Rice. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Salam. Vieira. And it's Rice. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Azar. And here's Eto'o. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Gabriel gets a foot in and wins the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Over to the right flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Ibrahimovic. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Lam. Rice. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now it's Pele. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. Oh, this looks sharp. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, this ended up in no man's land. That's gone for a throw-in. Maldini. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. That is good progress on the left. He's found the way through. Crossed into the middle. And he's quick to get rid. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, easy pickings there. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening. There they go, hunting again.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Hullet. That has not gone well. Vieira shifted it to the flank. That's good play. Bergomi produces the perfect tackle there. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. It's a pretty loose pass. That's an imaginative pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ibrahimovic going after that. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Yamal. Nicely aimed pass. Hoisted in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
No way through. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Swung over. Can he get it through? And this is Eto'o. Bullish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rice. Number 20, Eto'o.
Leicester is there, and he can get that clear.
Hazard. Number 6, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 11, Gullit.
Now,
Number
can they get him
4,
away?
Schneider.
Here comes the
Number
cross.
19, Messi. Number
Well,
7,
that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitutions taking place.
He is through, and Messi! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Not the most accurate pass. And that's it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Those of you making
Your
their way
reflections
home
then,
on
Jim?
public transportation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Eto'o. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lam. Rui Costa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure. Not the most accurate pass. Up towards the front line. Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now he's off and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Ibrahimovic. Bergomi. He's got away.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Stood up well to him there. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Eto'o.
Manchester United always looking for runners up.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Cannavaro. It's Seedorf. And here's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played into space. Well, that's well seen too. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to pass it through. Distributed tidily. Yaya Toure. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for options for movement. And he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gently done. That has been cut short. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yaya Toure delivers, and that is expertly dealt with. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Vieira. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here, and that could set him on his way. In with the challenge. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, well played. Cannavaro clears without hesitation.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Yamal. But it's Thuram.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Yamal.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ibrahimovic. Leicester has given away a free kick. And it's Yaya Toure. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Short changes him with that pass. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rui Costa providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal looking to be a menace in the final third. And they're back on the ball again. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Varane deals with that comfortably. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bergomi. Oh, what a mistake! And back to the goalkeeper. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Seedorf. That's a little off target.
Vietnam seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, super find. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the counter is on.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And that is a little undercooked. Hazard running with the ball. Threads one in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's beautifully weighted. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out to the left flank, and that was asking for too much.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20,
Saka.
Number 5, Ibrahimovic. Number 42.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting...
And that'll be the end of that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening And the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gabriel makes the interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Messi. Rummenigge, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that should get the job done. Cleared without hesitation. Gabriel producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tries to pass it through. Shot goal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And they can counter here. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread out to the left. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Tries to play it through. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Messi. And it's Nedved. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ribery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ibrahimovic. Goes for a shot! And that is out of play. Seedorf. That's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Thuram. Rummenigge. Nedved. Oh, well played. It's travelling a long way. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Seedorf. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United come in leading by just the odd goal.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Manchester United leading courtesy Ibrahimovic! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He slings it in. And it's Vieira. Rummenigge finds himself offside. Best. And he welcomes it in.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram with the foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahim shapes to shoot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
"60 minutes played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lahm plays it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that route.
Takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 7, Ribery.
And they win it back again.
Number 15,
He thumps it clear.
Number 10,
Your
Messi.
impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter,
Substitution in
I think it would
progress.
be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Mbappe gets into a good position. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more at... And Hullet! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van der Ven can clear it away and claimed it back swiftly. Oh, that's delightful. Looking to play him in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's been shifted off it. Nice looking ball. And this is Messi. Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's Messi. And there's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Vieira, who does have an assist to his name. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Hullet. He's found a way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Added
Bale!
time.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard. Great vision. Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. That is a brilliant interception. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up
Ibrahimovic! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Knocks it into space. Varane with the clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Quality ball. And he's forced to go back. Short changes him with that pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hullet. Now he's got space here. Played into the box. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, they can break here. Nice looking ball. Good take. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Over to the other side. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Schneider, perfectly measured that. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, what about a counter-attack? No, that's been intercepted. Schneider, well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the through ball. And that's a good ball. There's the shot! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ibrahimovic did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
In towards the back stick. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Schneider goes short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He can run onto that. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Schneider unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. pinches it off him. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Shifted it to the flank. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Schneider. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff! And it's come back out to him. And that's in. Right back in the game. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He'll try from distance! Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Cleared away. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is it. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Ito! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There will be 3
Now it's
minutes
Ibrahimovic.
added time.
Nedved. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Well read, and the danger is averted. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline. Back on the way then. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Eto'o.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, this looks sharp. Has a look and plays it forward. That is good alertness. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Out of play for a goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Nedved, and he's found a way past. And this is Ibrahimovic. Schneider picks it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that was asking for too much. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieira looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cruyff. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he skips past his man. Tries to play it through. Ibrahimovic being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Roberto Carlos. Gullit. Oh, well played. Schneider. Vieira. Schneider simply refused to be outdone there. And he's picked out the run. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And no, he's seen through all of that. Saka. Can he get it through?
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's taking no chances there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Saka. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. That's really well cleared. Searching pass he's played there. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gabriel. Ibrahimovic powering forward here. And here's Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Foot in.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's gone looking for safety. Can he get on the end of this? Nedved. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Eto'o voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Saka looking for the run. Ibrahimovic. Nedved. And he's only too happy to take that back. To Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's Rummenigge! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Roberto Carlos. Nedved has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's just beyond his reach. And he's there to clear it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider. And that's the keeper's ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Rummenigge finding himself in space. Gabriel gets it clear. Now, can they get it back? Can he get on the end of this? Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Just eases him off the ball. Modric, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Aims beyond the defence. Manchester United
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Into the channel. Saka picks it up out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now, can they get him away? Engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos, never out of the action for very long. Saka. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Hazard. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's gone searching crossfield. Roberto Carlos, and the pass is intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Floated through. Ibrahimovic has the space to scheme, and he's taking no chances there. Nedved. Rui Costa. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa. Rummenigge. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rui Costa really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
In with the challenge. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And now they can clear their lines. Maldini. And it's Cruyff. Schneider. And that is a little undercooked. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
So neither
traffic to
side
be heavy
yet
after
off
the
the
final
mark.
whistle
Yeah,
today.
0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Vieira. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rui Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Dijk gets it away. Modric. And here's Eto'o. Now it's shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a promising position. Saka. Ibrahimovic being hunted in packs. It's Eto'o! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Played into space. He's found space here. Maldini calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great vision. He has a look up. A lot of space ahead. Oh, great leap! Against the crossbar. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. It's come to nothing.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes
10.
afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pull it. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's an excellent interception. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Schneider. Tries to pass it through. And he can thump it away.
Vietnam really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Goes for the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Schneider with the cross. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Azar. That's good running with the ball. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. That's put pay to the danger. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 4,
Mbappe plays it short. Nice
Number
control.
11, Ibrahimovic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 42, Toure. Number 30.
And he's picked it up out wide. Eto'o. Oh, right place, right time.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
And here's Azar. Lobbed in behind. Can he get it through? Lahm delivers.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Crossed in once more. And that should get the job done. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Vietnam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Desperate defending required here. Schneider goes short. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.